Friends who fish are great to have. Friends who have boats are also great. And friends who have lakes, well, they're really special. We know a guy who can make your lake special and your friend's lake. His name is Bobby Glennon, and we're going to visit his lake and bring along a youngster to catch their first ever fish on camera. We also visit a state park in Arkansas focused on one of the state's top industries. All that and our team of experts on this edition of Arkansas's Great Outdoors. You've met Bobby Glennon several times on this show. He's taken several children out to catch their first ever fish. He's also shown us how to manage lakes with his own specklebelly brim.
Okay, so here we have a southern specklebelly brim. This is a new fish raised by Malone's, exclusive to Malone's.
And he routinely takes every opportunity to educate people on fish farming in general and how to protect our waterways.
We're planting these crops from day one. There's biosecurity measures in place, and our concern is about the environment just as much as it is about making a profit on our farm.
Today, he's showing us a new item on his fish pond.
Oh, all right. So let's go this way. Whoa. Let's go this way. All right, go this way. Okay. Okay. I think it's about right. Right. Oh! What? Where's my floaty? Get it. Here. Me and the boss gonna be mad. We gotta feed these fish. Well, I'm down here. We better get it hooked up. Okay.
We're here installing a Texas Hunter Products fish feeder on our fishing pond. This is a 3-acre pond. It's 2.5 years old. Fish are almost harvestable size, and we want them to get bigger faster. So we're going to install this fish feeder. We're going to feed a high protein fish food and make this place easy to catch fish, especially little kids. Now, when installing a fish feeder, make sure you're wearing your personal flotation device. Make sure there's an adult supervising you, as our two gentlemen here clearly need adult supervision. Just be careful. Water is dangerous, especially for little kids, and be careful of any electricity you may have near the water. Make sure it's turned off before you get close. This is a Texas Hunter Products fish feeder. It holds 350 pounds of fish food. It can be installed on a dock with straight legs or on the levee with curved legs. I like these feeders because they have 2 feeder motors. One motor blows the feed into the water. The other motor distributes the feed from the hopper to the second blower motor. You have less chance of your feed binding up and clogging the motor when you have 2 motors. This feeder comes with a battery and a controller with a solar panel to keep your battery charged at all times.
We're going to dry off and test it all out a little later in the show. Let's turn to our other outdoors experts for another safety tip from the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Hi, my name's Kirsten Bartlett with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Today I'm here to talk about how to get introduced to the sport of paddling. We have thousands of miles of rivers, streams, and bayous in Arkansas, and the trick is to learn which bodies of water are best for you and your skills. A great way to do that is to get involved with the Arkansas Canoe Club. They have 10 chapters around the state. They offer schools in the spring for the river recreational paddling as well as whitewater paddling. So get involved with the Canoe Club, meet other folks that want to teach you more about paddling, and find folks to get out on the water with.
Hey everybody, I'm Trent Whitehead with Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. I wanted to talk to you today about some boating safety. One of the things that's really important if you're going to be doing boating safety is attending one of our boaters education courses. It's a certification that's required for anyone born on or after January 1st, 1986. It's a really important course that teaches you all different kinds of things about boating safety. Okay, boating safety is something we really need. The rules of the road on the water, things that people don't think about that are really important when it comes to avoiding accidents. All kinds of information in that book. It's a good course, only takes about 6 hours to take, and it's free if you go to an instructor-led course.
Hey guys, John Burden with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Just want to give a real quick safety tip for when you're out fishing this season. Always be sure that you've got proper sun protection while you're out there. One thing you can do is gonna wear full-length clothing. Some come with UV protective built in already. Also, you're gonna wanna have a full brim hat that's gonna give you the best sun protection, as well as a pair of sunglasses. Now, obviously anywhere else exposed, you're gonna wanna go ahead and apply sunscreen, and that's gonna help you stay safe and out on the water longer.
When we come back, we head to Scott for a uniquely themed Arkansas State Park.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Agriculture in Arkansas is the driving force in our economy, one we can appreciate every time we eat. There's a state park in central Arkansas which celebrates and showcases our history in this essential industry. We're here at the Plantation Agriculture Museum in Scott, Arkansas with Superintendent Monica Fuller. Would you please tell us what you do here?
Sure. Plantation Agriculture Museum protects and interprets Arkansas's farming history from statehood through World War II, focusing on cotton farming and mechanization.
I noticed this building has really beautiful brickwork and it also looks quite well worn. What is the history of this building that we're standing in?
So this main museum building was built as the general store in 1912 for this area. Later on, there is an addition that was the post office. So in the 1920s, they added another section on that became the first post office in Scott. And then we also own the building next door, which was the second post office in Scott. So we actually plant a patch of cotton here every year, and the staff goes out with a stick and plants the seeds in the ground, and we water it, and then when it's time to harvest, we go out and we harvest it by hand. And this is what the bolls look like on the plant once they pop open. They're ready to be harvested. You can see these pointy parts. That's the burr. So that is what the cotton is inside of before it's mature. And then once it opens, you can see these locks of cotton. Each cotton boll has 4 to 6 locks. And when it's time to pick, you reach in and try not to get poked and pull the locks of cotton out. And so we end up with a lot of cotton from, we have less than an acre here of cotton.
And there was an invention that really helped with cotton production. Will you show us that? We all learned about it in U.S. history.
We did. So in 1793, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. This is a demonstration cotton gin to show you how it works. This is what made cotton farming profitable. So each little lock of cotton has seeds in it, and they act like Velcro. They stick to the cotton fibers, and it's really difficult to get them out. So when the cotton gin was invented, this is a way to get those seeds out. So we have several saw blades in here. We put the cotton in this part of the cotton gin. This one is a hand crank, so you would hand crank it. And as those saw blades turn, they pull the cotton fibers away from the seed, and then they get brushed off of the saw blades, and they end up over here, and the cotton seed ends up over here.
Has the technology changed?
The power has changed. Okay. So the first cotton gins were human powered, just cranking. After that, they were steam powered. Modern gins work exactly the same way as this, but they are no longer steam powered. So they are diesel or electricity powered now.
Well, please tell us about this cotton gin.
So this is our 1920s Munger cotton gin here on property. It was originally built to process cotton from local farms. It ran pretty consistently through the 40s, and then cotton kind of dropped off and it wasn't producing as much. So the owners kind of let it go. And then once we became owned by the state kept the machinery, which is really cool. It operates the exact same way as the hand crank cotton gin that we have inside the museum building. And eventually we built a replica cotton gin building around it.
Monica, what inspired you to go into this line of work?
So my dad was a park superintendent. He worked for Arkansas State Parks for 40 years, and I grew up in state parks. I really believe in what state parks does, and I have a background in education, so I enjoy getting to work with school groups and teaching Arkansans and tourists from all over the world about Arkansas's history.
That's so fun. What do you love most about your job?
Probably working with the school groups. I love when the kids come and they learn something new and they get so excited and their face just lights up. That's really what it's all about.
That joy of discovery you get to relive again and again with those children. Thank you, Monica. This has been so much fun. I have learned a lot, and I also feel very inspired just to be grateful for the clothes on my back, honestly. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Come visit the Plantation Agriculture Museum in Scott. The technology behind the cotton gin amazes me every time. Let's turn now to Mallory Lindsay, our resident hiking expert, for another tip for Arkansas's trails.
Even when enjoying the great outdoors by yourself, chances are you'll probably encounter someone on the trail. And just like anything in life, it's important to be respectful. And there's actually trail etiquette to follow. When going downhill, technically the person coming up has a right of way. Usually they're going to want to step aside to take a breather, but it's always good to give them the first opportunity to pass. When it comes to right of way between a mountain biker and a hiker, technically the hiker has the first opportunity to pass. However, it's a lot easier for a hiker to step out of the way than it is for a high-speeding bike to stop. Last but not least, leave no trace. Plan ahead to make sure that you can pack out what you pack in.
When we come back, we head back out to Bobby Glennon's pond with a young hopeful who is looking to become Arkansas's newest angler.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
There is nothing like that magic feeling of the tug on the line when a fish is on. And the first time that ever happens is quite memorable. Let's head back to Lone Oak for a trip to Bobby Glennon's pond. He's made some modifications. Let's see if it works for a youngster to catch their first ever fish.
All right, Luna, are you ready to catch your first fish? Okay. Let's start with just a little bit about what we're gonna use. So can you tell me what I've got here? Do you know?
Bait.
Bait, okay. So on our fishing line, we've got a hook, and that's where we're gonna put our bait. And then above that, we've got our weight, and that's gonna make sure that our bait goes down in the water. And then here we have a bobber, and this keeps it floating like this in the water. And when a fish grabs our bait, this goes underwater, and we know we have a fish, okay?
Okay.
So when we put this in, we have to keep an eye on this, because if it goes under, what do we have to do?
Reel it in.
Reel it in, okay. Let's try to catch a minnow. We've got some minnows in here. We've got a couple different kinds of minnows. This is a fathead minnow. And see how big his head is? Okay. That's our fathead. Some people call them toughies. Oh no, he's gonna escape. And then we have a shiner. If I could catch him. Here we go. And so this is a shiner. When you see how much shinier he is,
Yeah.
he's a bright silver and he's got kind of a smaller head, okay? Now we got our bait. Okay. So, this is just a simple fishing pole. There's no reel. It's just a pole and our bait and our sinker and our bobber, okay? Okay, just leave that bobber there. And now this is the hardest part because we have to wait. What kind of fish you think you're gonna catch?
Bass.
You're gonna catch a bass? That's a possibility. We've got bass in here. We've got hybrid crappie in here. We've got bluegill in here.
Bluegill. What are bluegill?
Bluegill, some people call them sunfish or brim. They're kind of a smaller fish, but they can get kind of big. But their purpose in life is to feed the bass. They're the perfect size for that bass to put in his mouth. You see the big pile of branches in the middle of the pond there? What do you think lives over there?
Beavers.
A beaver? I think you're right. I think he piled up all those sticks over there.
To make a beaver dam.
Make a beaver hut. He had somewhere to come out in the winter and grab a stick and have some dinner.
How do I reel?
You just lift it up. Oh, what do you got?
Something.
You got something? All right. What kind of fish you think that is?
Bass?
Yeah. We talked about what feeds the bass.
Blue trout?
Bluegill.
Bluegill.
Oh, look at that!
Is that a bass?
That is a crappie. Wow!
That is massive.
Oh my goodness, that's huge. This is a mix. We mixed the two of them, so he's both black and white. And look at his nose. He's got a black stripe on his nose. That's, we call it the Arkansas black nose.
Can I throw him back?
You can throw him back, you certainly can. Say thank you, Mr. Crappie.
Bye.
Woo. There he goes.
You can escape. Oh,
Put that one, okay.
die.
That's a free guy. Whoa, we got a fish already.
Wait, what?
We got a fish already.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, get it, get it, get it.
That's real.
Oh, what do you got?
Maybe it's another bluegill.
Another bluegill, you are correct. That is
I think it
another-
might be the same one. Just a bite.
Oh, you already got one. What do you got?
It's a big one.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Big one.
Whoa.
Why is it so? Is that a bass?
It's like another crappie.
Has a big mouth.
Has a big mouth, it sure does.
Maybe. I'll let you go. Don't worry.
Ah, good job. I hate to say it, but there's another one on this line right here.
This one's a big one.
A big one? Don't fall in now. There you go. Another crappie. We have found the crappie. So it's been a heck of a day, huh? It started off kind of slow. Nobody was hungry. And then here in the last, 15 minutes, you're catching fish after fish after fish. How many crappie did you catch?
I don't know.
You don't know?
A lot.
A lot of crappie, a couple of bluegill. Just write your name anywhere you want. As big as you want, small as you want. All right, thank you, Luna. I had fun, I hope you did.
Oh.
Another fish. This day never ends.
Congratulations to Luna on becoming Arkansas's newest angler. And thanks to Bobby Glennon for making it happen. When we come back, we will hear from one of our great partners in the outdoors, Vexus Boats.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Hi everybody, we're here at ICAST in Orlando, Florida.
ICAST stands for the International Convention of Allied Sport Fishing Trades.
And the acronym ICAST is a little easier and more fun to say. But this is the gathering place for the fishing manufacturers that come from all over the world to debut their products right here.
The public isn't allowed, but we get to give you a sneak peek inside. We're here with Bucci at ICAST at the Columbia PFG booth. Bucci, thank you for talking to us about your shoes. Will you tell us about your new development here?
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. This is our new whip ray for the season. It'll be coming out in spring 26. It's a totally different constructed shoe. Starting with the mesh, we'll call it. It's a TPU coated yarns, so they won't absorb any water, any moisture. So it's great if you're in and out of the water, in and out of the boat. This will be great because you won't have to worry about soggy shoes. And it has a nice, very flexible, stretchy collar. So comfort obviously is really important to us. So that will be nice and comfortable around the area that you need a little bit more room. But because we didn't want a lot of irritation on the inside of the shoe, we've created an external heel counter so you have that stability, but not a lot of the areas for irritation on here.
Right.
It's obviously super light. So first of all, you can see our sock liner is perforated, so it's got great holes in it for drainage and breathability. And then you can see these massive ventilation holes. This is our OmniMax cushioning technology we've got in our running shoes and our trail shoes and our deck boots. And this year we added ventilation to it to make the breathability and the drainage, incredibly great. And you can see, maybe you can see on the inside, but these ventilation channels go all the way through, and there's nothing in there to trap sand or debris, so if you get it wet, it'll wash right out. And then last but not least is our outsolar attraction. We wanted to create our own kind of herringbone traction for fishing. So these little kind of micro wiper blades in each little area here increase the grip on a really slip surfaces. So whether you're on a dock or a deck, you'll have great grip and it'll be stable and super lightweight and comfortable all day long.
Vexus Boats is manufactured right here in Arkansas. The master boat builders based in Flippin keep pushing the envelope in what is possible in bass boats.
You can take somebody out on one of our aluminum boats and they think they're in a glass boat.
That's aluminum. That looks like a fiberglass boat.
I couldn't believe that was an aluminum boat.
That's the first time I've ever been in an aluminum boat. It felt just like I was in a fiberglass bass boat.
More times than I can count, you'll talk to someone that spent some time in the water on one of our aluminum boats that come out and say, if I was blindfolded, I would tell you that was a fiberglass boat.
Everybody says it rides like a fiberglass boat. 100% rides like a fiberglass boat.
Sometimes you've got to show them the welds on our aluminum boats just to prove to them that they are aluminum boats.
It'll turn on a dime. It's fast. It gets on plane in a hurry.
I can run a smaller motor, smaller batteries, and still get the same fit, finish, and ride I can in a glass boat.
The Vexus aluminum product, by design, it has more curb appeal, it has more innovation, it's more fishable.
We call our Vexus AVX boats glass-infused aluminum hybrids, and that is because we put a lot of fiberglass components in these boats.
You can pull up to any ramp in that boat. People are going to say, that's the coolest aluminum boat I've ever seen. How did they do that?
You got to start at the hull. It's a pad hull that's designed to handle rough water, that's designed for performance.
You hit that throttle and you're just up on plane just almost instantly.
Very good, very fast, like riding a rocket when you come out of the hole.
It's so quick. You're there. The boat's just sitting there already.
It was like just on plane as soon as you push that pedal down.
When it comes to the rod and tackle storage, I think obviously for a tournament fisherman, that is a big consideration, and it's one that we take very serious.
Our aluminum is shaped more like a glass boat that we're all used to, and it just looks better on the water. It looks better on the trailer, and people notice that.
The sheer performance of the boat was beyond any expectation that I could ever have.
We really wanted to focus on building an aluminum product that rode like a glass boat, that fished like a glass boat, that had an aluminum price.
Take a ride, you'll know the difference.
We thank you for watching this and every episode of Arkansas's Great Outdoors. Each week, we try our best to bring you a taste of the joys that await you outside. This week, we showed how some ponds are enhanced with a simple tool to help people catch more fish. Just like Luna, our newest angler, who followed Bobby Glennon's lead and got to sign her name on a brand new feeder, the first of many. We also visited a unique state park which features Arkansas's role in the very important agriculture industry. Arkansas is a top producer in cotton and so many other essential items. We thank our sponsors, our broadcasting stations, and most of all, we thank you for watching. We'll see you next week somewhere in Arkansas's Great Outdoors.